Well, hey, everybody. Welcome back to Market Statistics Podcast. I'm Alice Lema. I'm a principal broker at Home and Land Real Estate. And this is for the week ending June 22nd, 2026. Jackson County prices year over year were up 1%, so basically neutral from this time last year. The average residential home in Jackson County now selling for $493,953. The number of sold year over year in Jackson County were down 2%, again, basically neutral. There were 46 closings this week in Jackson County residential markets. Number of listings year over year were down 10%. That's noteworthy. There's only 913 active listings, Jackson County SOMLS. There were 0 foreclosures that closed. There were 0 short sales that closed this week. And we only had $1 million listing that closed, and that was on Rogue River Highway. And it was waterfront, Rogue River waterfront, and it sold for $1 million. If you're interested in waterfront, check out my video. We do track the sales and the activity on Southern Oregon waterfront. Josephine County prices year over year were 0 change, so absolutely neutral. The average residential home in Josephine County now costing $483,075. The number of solds year over year were down 31%. There were only 11 closings this week in Josephine County residential market as compared to this time last year. The number of listings year over year are basically neutral. There's 484 active listings on Josephine County residential market. There were 0 foreclosures that closed, 0 short sales that closed, and $0 million properties that closed in Josephine County this week. Klamath County prices were up 2%, so a little over neutral, but basically neutral. The average residential home in Klamath County now costing $445,300. The number of sold year over year were up 18%. There were 13 closings on SOMLS residential market in Klamath County this week. The number of listings were down 17% this week in Klamath County. There's only 373 active listings on the residential market. There were 0 foreclosures, 0 short sales, and $0 million residential closings in Klamath County this week. So what does this all mean? We are experiencing what should be the high point of the selling season, buying season in Southern Oregon. Here we are almost the end of June, and we have a basically flat market, which is what we have been saying for months and months and months. Now, the noteworthy items are that the listing inventory is starting to go down. Now, real estate is all about supply and demand, folks. You know that. If you watch this podcast with any regularity, we're tracking the ebbs and the flows, and we're starting to see some of that listing inventory get scooped up. Now, the question is that the beginning of a trend, or is that just our normal, summer season? We will find out. That's why we do these podcasts so frequently, as we track the micro trends and the prices and see if they get legs and turn into macro trends. The other thing I want to point out, our foreclosure and short sale is basically non-existent. So anybody that thinks they're waiting for another crash, I don't see it. The people I track on the major housing market indices don't see it. If you're waiting for a big dip, then that's going to be more of a catastrophic surprise. That would be, the world is so weird right now. I can't even think of an extra example. But COVID, that was an unexpected catastrophic event. But you don't want to plan your life around those kind of items. Even investors can't successfully time the market. So what I suggest is you give me a call, give me a text, 541-301-7980. That's 541-301-7980. And let's talk about what you want to buy, what you want to sell. The market's stable. This is a good time to actually buy and sell, and either get your feet wet in the real estate market if you're new. Change up your portfolio. It's a great time to do that. It's predictable. There's a lot of comfort and serenity in having a market like this. It's not frenzy and it's not anxious. So give me a call, give me a text, and like and subscribe to the channel. We do have some big goals for our YouTube subscriptions this year, and we're starting to get more people subscribing. So that's a big help, and we thank you. We thank all of you for that. So we'll see you next time. Hug those you love. Bye, folks.